An exciting time when you get United States Vice President Mike Pence to talk about the importance of trade for our farmers. And that's what he did recently when he toured and held a rally at the Tyson Foods plant near Nashville to push for passage of the U.S.-Canada-Mexico trade agreement. And he was joined by Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue.
That's why I'm traveling all over the country, and the President's making the case that for the sake of the American farmer, for the sake of American business, we need Congress to pass the USMCA.
Let's get USMCA ratified with Canada and Mexico. We just sealed the Japan deal again, which is good for beef, pork, wheat, and other commodities that way. And let's continue on. China's back in town here. Let's try to get our trade resolved so these people who love to grow can grow and grow and grow, and we can sell.
The visits in early October from Vice President Mike Pence and Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue were welcomed by farmers across Tennessee. Secretary Perdue made several stops, including the Ag Day celebration on the campus of the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, where he was joined by American Farm Bureau President Zippy Duval.
It's been a great day. A lot of people here showing off everything that they do here at this great school, and really appreciate all the work preparing young people for agriculture.
The Secretary joined Governor Bill Lee along with the Vice President on a tour and USMCA rally at Tyson Foods in Goodletsville.
You know, we're at Tyson, and we're actually in the beef facility, beef and pork, but the beef plant here. It's an industry that's near and dear to my heart. I grew up and still live on a beef cattle farm. We raise Hereford beef cattle and multiple generations of producers. Agricultural trade is incredibly important to Tennessee. It's important to our farmers that this get done. Our farmers have had challenges here in Tennessee, particularly out west in the floods, which we've toured and looked at and talked to farmers, the challenges. But there's a lot hinging on the ability for our farmers to trade with our North American partners. $2.2 billion of agricultural trade will be unleashed in our state as a result of this agreement, should it pass.
We hope that the Vice President's visit will encourage the Speaker of the House to bring USMCA up for a vote so that we can confirm this important trade agreement and get it in place for American workers and for American farmers.
The Vice President came with a strong message, and that is the USMCA makes sense for everybody. Certainly our farmers, certainly folks in the ag industry, but everybody.
How you getting along?
Bob Strasser.
And Secretary Perdue also met and heard directly from Farm Bureau leaders gathered nearby for a stakeholder town hall event on Strasser Farms in Nashville.
I'm not begrudging any of what's happened, but long term I'm concerned that our markets are going to be displaced, particularly for our county and our area and probably even the state. We've been more adversely affected by the retaliatory tariffs on hardwood lumber than we have other crop products.
I thought it was one of the better dog and pony shows I've been to because it wasn't staged. They opened it up. The farmers had well thought out questions, and he gave good, genuine answers.
I appreciate Secretary Perdue coming. I think he's probably the best advocate we've had for agriculture in my adult lifetime. And I think we had a very good group, some very good questions, a lot of county leaders, but a lot of farmers, you know, just everyday farmers too.
He said it himself that his job as Secretary of Agriculture is to come out and hear the message that farmers want him to carry back to Washington, D.C. to advocate on their behalf. I think the role of Farm Bureau is also very evident here today in the fact that we bring our members and our producers and stakeholders together for a meeting with the Secretary of Agriculture of the United States of America so that they have a voice, the voice of agriculture, to share their concerns and their issues and their challenges with the Secretary.
These are my people and some of the best people in the world. I love the job because this constituency is, they're pretty transparent, and I love meeting with them, and it's my job to go back and hear what's on their heart and communicate that to the President.
Well, a really great chance for Tennessee farmers to share their thoughts and concerns with Sonny Perdue, and of course, the Vice President recognizing how important trade is for American farmers.